we were just overjoyed and just so blessed that Kline's has chosen us to help with the adoption. In the whole adoption process, we never once, we knew there was a big price tag associated with it, but we never once questioned how we're going to pay for it. We knew if God brought us to say adoption is what you're to do, we will find a way to pay for it. And so we never questioned how are we going to pay for the adoption. We always just said, it's in God's hands, God will take care of it.
And during the entire process, too, Kevin was actually going through a career change. So there was so many unknowns with the pandemic just hitting, Kevin quickly changing jobs in the midst of us going through our home study. And then just to say, at this point, we're hands off. We know we have absolutely no control over this process, and that, like Kevin said, if God brought us to adoption, he'd see us through it.
Kind of how we got to, to be nominated for the grant from Kline's, and it was just wait and see, and at some point, it was going to be our time that God would bring us a child through adoption. September 20th, we received an email stating that there was a child born that asked if we would want to be shown our profile to the birth mom. And I said yes, and it was the easiest yes that we have ever said. And then we were in the running. We knew we were in the running. We just didn't know if birth mom was going to choose us or not. Mm-hmm. So later that day, we received a phone call from our agency saying, birth mom has chose you. Please be here tomorrow at 11 a.m. And that was, it was the longest, hardest night of no sleep and just wondering how our lives are going to be switched just like that overnight.
And even getting that email, so I opened the email and I saw it had all the information on her. And so the best part about it is we looked at it and she was born on Kevin's birthday. Yeah. So I quickly called Kevin, and we were trying to be just cautiously optimistic of let's not put the cart before the horse, which is extremely hard for me. So I called Kevin and I said, hey, did you see this? And like he said no, and he opened it and I was reading the information for him. I said, but did you see her birthday? And all of a sudden he was, yes, this is it. This is absolutely it. So I think that was the easiest yes we've ever said. After that, it just got a little crazy. And then even on top of the grant and Ronald McDonald and our friendships, we had people out of the woodwork contact us to say, hey, I bought you a gift card for gas. We know it's a long haul down to where you're going. Can we mail it to you? We had people stop our parents in department stores that we haven't seen in years and handed them cash and said, hey, can you please give this to Abby and Kevin? We knew we always had a strong support system, but we didn't know how big the support system was. And I mean, without a doubt, we could not be more blessed with the people in our corner.
So the idea behind the corporate sponsorship and what we're excited for with that, I think this is our third year doing it now, is with adoption there's a financial aspect to it, and to be able to relieve a large portion of that financial aspect is kind of the heart behind it.
We were looking at one of the things that we're passionate about, which would be adoption and families, and being in the business world. How can we affect that? How can we help to help solve these things that are challenges for people's lives? So this was one of the ways we felt the Lord lead us to. That was, hey, we can help alleviate at least the financial side. We might not be able to help you to find your baby, but we can help pay for that process. So our mission statement is to impact every home we touch, and it's through home exterior renovations. And so we want to be an impact to your family. We want your experience with Kline to be a positive one. So family is a really big deal to us, and so this is family. You know, what the Lord did for us by adopting us into His family. That's what we want to reciprocate for other people.
Yeah, I think the biggest reason that this means a lot for us to be able to do is to impact every home we touch. And this is, like Scott said, this is one aspect that allows us to do that. And it's not just the family or the adopted kid that will be impacted, but it changes that kid's life for generations to come. And that's what it's all about, is to not just impact right here and now, but future generations. And that's what we love about it.